Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play MediEvil for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last episode, we were at the lake, and it was anything but a vacation over there, as a matter of fact. There was a lot of slow moving and also trying not to fall into water of any kind. Kind of like the previous episode before that. Thankfully, the Crystal Caves, we won't have much of that. Matter of fact, this is a little more pleasant of a level. So, without further ado, let's begin. And I want to equip the magic longbow when I start this level, because there are bats, and they're all going to come after me. I want to make sure that they're coming after me, because that is the only time when I should be attacking. 2 hits from the magic longbow ought to do it, but you can never be too careful. And thankfully, in case you're about to walk off an edge, Sir Dan actually stopped, which is a good thing. And I jumped the gun there. I want to make sure they're coming exactly after me, because that's the only time you'll be able to hit them. If they're just flying around you, you won't be. And I was too far away. And if you can stop hitting me, that would be great. There we go. Taking a couple hits doing this, but you know what? That's alright. Can you just die already? Thank you. Over there is a chalice. We will be getting that. I'll have to remember to come back to the beginning to get it. And I won't need the magic longbow anymore, so I'm just going to grab the magic sword from here on in, which we got at the end of the last episode. Even more powerful than the broadsword. You don't have to enchant it either. And we now have this gargoyle. Let's see what he has to say.
The ancient town of MediEvil was destroyed by creatures known as rhinotaurs. They live on still, but in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use the crystals to prolong their worthless hides.
So it looks like we're going to have to be careful here. We can smash these crystals, and we can also smash these guys, these little gremlins. We haven't seen them since the Haunted Cathedral. But we can smash them with the hammer, though, which is a good thing. You can also kill them easily with the magic sword, but I find them easier to reach with the hammer, as you can see. Also, there's a thing right here, and if you look in this direction, kind of hard to tell, but there's an earth rune. There's just one problem. These lights emanating from the crystal are dangerous to the touch. So you just want to get in and out of there and hopefully do so without getting hit by the light from that crystal. It is very dangerous. It is 100 hit points a pop. These things can cut you to ribbons if you're not careful. So now we got these guys. And I got hit by a bat. Let's get rid of the bat. And I want to use my arm and throw it at this. This will destroy the 2 enemies nearby. Hopefully. Okay, there were 3. Got rid of them anyway. But now we have another crystal, and inside is a rhinotaur. If you completely charge up the power shot with the magic sword and both hits connect, you can easily take down the rhinotaurs with the magic sword. They will hit you with their hammers, but thankfully it doesn't hurt that much. And there are 3 of you around here. Might as well go ahead and drop down here and grab this gold. And I could use that fountain, but I don't want to do that just yet. Instead, there are some more Rhinotaurs in this area here, and I want to beat them down. And it was a good thing, too, because I ended up having to use 2 life bottles. And if you would get off of me, that would be great. Okay. There's a merchant gargoyle up there, as well as a hand for the earth rune that we picked up just recently. But before I do anything else, I do want to refill on health. I thought I'd be able to fully refill my health, but I took a hit from that imp carrying the torch there, sadly. So now, I don't have the full, or rather, I'm not that all the way full when it comes to health. But I guess we can make do. So let's go ahead and read this book here. Tread softly in these caves, for an ill-tempered dragon has a lair here. So there's a dragon in this cave too. Fun. And you are here now. Well, even if you don't charge up the magic sword with the square button, the Rhinotaurs are still easy pickings with the magic sword. So keep that in mind. And you are over here. Fun. You two are easy pickings for the sword as well. And apparently I just defeated the imp while I was swinging around like crazy. Very well then. And you do want to be careful here. There are some pits leading to the water below. And those fragments do start coming down, and I believe if you stand on them again... Oh, they don't. Oh well. I thought maybe they did. But you do want to be careful on those platforms regardless. Now, to beat this guy up, take some gold. Beat this guy down. Beat this guy down. Beat this guy down. And then we should be able to drop down that area here. And yeah, I got all the monsters here. I didn't miss anything. But that drops us back here. We need to go back. Because there was that waterfall, that tiny waterfall, that we need to go to. We need to walk into it. Thankfully, walking into it does not lead you to a deep pool. You do not lose any health going over here, thankfully. And by walking in here, we can get a bunch of gold, and we can jump around and also get another rune, the star rune. There's also a book here. We might as well read it. The mean old dragon can be summoned by inserting 2 dragon gems into the eye sockets of the relief. The grouchy dragon doesn't come out much as he is afraid of the roof collapsing over his head. That seems like a clue as to what to do with the dragon when we have to face it. There's just one problem though. We don't have the second dragon gem. We only have the first one. So all we can really do is just go over here, get an energy vial, get all this gold that I will definitely need. And then we're going to have to go back. But at least we know where to put the dragon gems. We can put them in the little dragon relief, the little dragon face that's right here on this wall. Once we do that, we'll be able to face the dragon. But sadly, that won't be for a while yet. So, all we can do now is retrace the steps from which we came, go through all of this, and then we need to head to an earlier point that we didn't see before, because right here is where we're going to put the star rune. By putting the star rune in this hand, we can raise this platform, and we now have our exit. And we have an exit here, beyond these 2 Rhinotaurs, but we still have the chalice. So we need to get the chalice. Thankfully, it is back at the beginning, and the beginning isn't very far away. And if you're not careful, the camera will get really close up on Sir Dan and you won't be able to see the floor if you stand in a certain spot when you come back here. Thankfully, you don't have to jump to any of these platforms. There are paths between the platforms, so you can easily walk to the chalice. And yes, there is a path. It dips down just enough that you can barely see it, but it is there. And with that taken care of, we can finally go back, go over here, cross the makeshift bridge we created again, and then we can go to the Hall of Heroes. Well, that was a short and simple level. Didn't have a lot of trouble with it either. I'm glad. Lost a little bit of health, but you know what? That's alright.
Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction? Come see Stengard the Mighty. Come and see the last of the centaurs. Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue, would-be hero. Ha 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 ha.
And the gargoyles still do not think very much of us. Well, we might as well go ahead and go upstairs at this point, and the door's open.
Daniel, there you are. I was so worried about you. I know you have the heart of a hero, Daniel. Now we must show the others. Would you like to take my magic lightning bolts? I don't have many, but they're very powerful.
We might as well take these.
Off you pop then, and keep your chin up. Oops, sorry, Daniel. Now take care. The good people of Gallowmere are depending on you.
And it appears that there's at least somebody here who thinks well of us and knows that we have potential. But we now have the lightning. We can shoot that at enemies, and it'll do immense damage. So I want to be careful because they won't last forever. And I only want to use them when I really need to. But there's nothing else that we can do, so we may as well go ahead and leave the Hall of Heroes and see what needs to be done. And the fog is now cleared, and we can go northeast. But first, we're going to save our game. And we have a chalice, but we don't have the check mark. We're going to have to come back with a second dragon gem and face the dragon if we want to complete the Crystal Caves. The Gallows Gauntlet is to the northeast of the Crystal Caves. It looks like there's going to be another battle here, but it's a battle that we will have to fight in the next video. Join me next time where we go through the Gallows Gauntlet and then figure out what we have to do next. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!